It's time to talk about our very best value of the day, brought to us by our friends at HP. HP is the #1 top-selling computer brand in the country. HP is HSN's #1 top-selling brand. What we are about to share with you, and we're very excited about this is our fastest, most powerful, biggest screen, largest solid state drive that we've ever offered on HSN. The package we're about to share with you is $1,144. What we're doing today, which makes this very, very exciting, is we are offering this for $699.99. You're choosing whether or not you would like this with or without Office. It's $50 extra if you go. You can see right on the screen the breakdown there. $50 extra if you want Office. Otherwise, we will send it to you without Office. That is the choice. That's really the only choice you have to make. Other than that, you do have to pick color. So let me talk color for a second, and then we're gonna get into all these features, because this thing is loaded. It is loaded. First of all, it's the 17-inch screen. We don't do the 17-inch screen as a Today's Special very often. One or two times a year. This is presently the only one scheduled for the whole year. It's more expensive to make a 17-inch. Again, we don't normally discount it this much, so this is if you plan on buying a 17-inch and you want a touch screen and you want HP and you want the latest AMD processor, you want all the things we're about to talk about, 3 years of tech support, this is your day to buy your new computer. So, right out of the gate, you're looking again at that beautiful 17-inch screen. The one I'm holding, I want you to see it, is rose gold. There are 120 left if you want it without Office. That's it. 120 people can own it. If you want it with Office, same deal. We have a few more than 400 left. And I know that sounds like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not. So I do want to put right out there, right out of the gate, if there's a color you kind of have your heart set on, this would be a good time while we still have all the colors available. So that is the rose gold color. We also have this beautiful copper. It's the one sitting next to me over here. By the way, you do get a matching mouse included. So this is the copper. This is an exclusive color. It's really pretty. I have to say, I love the copper. It's different. It's like a shiny penny. So that's the copper, and the copper has a really pretty, like a marble keyboard area done in kind of like the marble striations. It's really sharp. So that's the copper choice. We have a beautiful blue, we have silver, and we have black. Right now, we have all of the colors. That is, again, subject to change. But in a nutshell, if you are new to HSN and you're thinking about buying a new computer, in a nutshell, right now, you can spend $116 on your credit card. $116. We send you the computer of your dreams, and this may be what you've been dreaming about. Maybe you've been wanting that bigger screen. My computer at home is a 17-inch screen. I'm spoiled. I love it. I would not be without it, because it's just so much fun to see things in just big, bold, beautiful type, to when you're shopping, when you're watching videos, movies. It's phenomenal to have a bigger screen. So you have that nice, big, beautiful screen. On top of that, we've never sold a faster computer. We've never sold a more powerful computer. It's the fastest, it's the most powerful, it's the biggest screen, and it's the largest solid state drive. So it has all of those features built into it. It even has the optical drive, which means you can play your CDs, you can play your DVDs. A lot of computers are taking that feature out. I love they added it in. On top of that, I also do love that you're getting a matching mouse. You get a coordinating mouse included, and you wanna hear my very favorite part about this? When you go anywhere to buy this, and remember, obviously we're not the only people that sell HP. It's the #1 selling computer brand in the country. So when you go buy HP elsewhere, you don't get a 3-year warranty. This comes with 3 years of tech support at no charge. No charge. 3 years of tech support. Not 90 days, which is what you normally get. This is 24/7, 365 tech support. That is a biggie. That's a big deal. When you buy a computer, there's a chance you're gonna have a question down the road. They are gonna be there for the next 3 years. We're looking at what? 2023. If you have a question, you will have a toll-free number available to you where you can talk with an HP expert to help solve any issue or answer any question you might have. So I do love that feature. I love that we are including that extended tech support that nobody gives you for free. That is not something that they normally include. So it's a touch screen, as we talked about, beautiful colors, bigger screen, powered the latest processor, which we'll learn more about from Aaron Berger, who's going to be joining us. And all you do right now, you guys, is call us or log on to hsn.com. Without Office, if you want the rose gold, there's a few more than 100 left. Silver, there's 60 left for the whole day. We can't get more. 60 left. Blue, there's 100. Black, a few more than 100. So if without Office is extremely limited, just to give you a heads up. And then with Office, I'll give you a breakdown of what's left there. But we have Aaron Berger standing by to give us all the details. And this is the greatest computer upgrade, isn't it, Aaron? For people at home who have a computer that's a few years old, they've been wanting to upgrade, they've been thinking about it for a while. We're all more than ever desperate to have good computers at home now. The computer stores aren't even open. So our store is open. We're gonna deliver this to your doorstep for free. It's free shipping and handling. And you do one little flex pay and you get to test it out for 3 months and make sure that it's exactly the computer you want. It doesn't get a lot better than this.
I couldn't agree more. You owe it to yourself. I mean, if you're going to be on your computer all the time, whether you like it or not. Why not have one that you like? Why not have one that you love? This is really sort of a sea change in a lot of ways. The thing you'll probably like the best is the size. It is there's another way to say it, it's a huge screen. I mean, it is a fully portable, computer. Goodbye, put this in my briefcase, put this in my computer bag, what have you. So it's totally portable. It only weighs about 5 pounds, has about an 8-hour battery life. But the key is with a screen like this, with a 17-inch screen, your life is just so much better. With a touch screen and a bigger screen, what it means is you basically never have to put your reading glasses on again, no matter what it is you're taking a look at. So for example, you're on your favorite web page. Let's go to, hsn.com. I've got hsn.com up somewhere here. I've got so many. I actually have. Let me just show you why I'm trying to figure out where hsn.com is. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have at least 8 different programs all open at the same time. I have so many things open and running. Pinching and zooming. There is, in fact, I think I don't have hsn.com, but I'll open it right now while I'm talking to you. Pinching and zooming makes everything so easy to do. I mean, it actually what it is I'm running HSN Live. It makes everything so much easier to see. So, for example, we're on hsn.com right now. I'll show you. And maybe you can't see those words, right? Maybe they look too small for you. But now, when you can pinch and zoom, there's no such thing as any words that are too small anymore. I mean, the smallest letters are probably 2 inches tall, Colleen. So nobody has to, there's no such thing, I guess, basically as fine print. So that's the biggest thing for me. The touch screen and the size of the screen are number ones. In a few minutes, I'm going to get into the way this processor, this Ryzen processor, best of the best from AMD, changes everything, and the solid state drive takes your speed and your lightness to a whole new level.
It really does, you guys. And I have to ask a favor, if you could please use express ordering. We are extremely busy this afternoon, so express is the way to get in. Otherwise, log on to hsn.com. If you've downloaded our app on your smartphone, there will be no wait whatsoever. Right now, we have all the colors, we have all the choices. That is subject to change. So I do want to point that out. If you are looking to order this without Office, it's $649.99. With Office, it's $699.99. It's almost $1,200. It's $1,144 in this package, and we are getting it home to you after one payment, guys, of a little over $100, depending on which package you're getting. You do one payment on any major credit card, debit card, whatever works for you, and we've extended the return policy for 3 months because this is obviously considered purchase. We want you to feel very comfortable and confident in choosing this in case you would have to return it for whatever reason. You have 3 months to make that decision. So that gives you plenty time to be sure you love your computer, and you will. It would not be our top selling brand. It would not be the country's top selling brand. And this is the Rolls Royce. This is the top of the line. Why? Well, first of all, it's a bigger screen. And the bigger screens are exponentially more expensive. They're more expensive to manufacture. But I'll tell you this, and Aaron hit the nail on the head. I used to have a smaller screen. A couple years ago, my husband said, "You're always squinting when you're on your computer." And I thought, he's right. I am always squinting. So I got my computer with the bigger screen. This is a touch, so you can make it nice and big and easy to read. So I don't always have to have my glasses on. You know, I don't always want to have to wear my glasses when I'm on the computer. You don't have to, because now you can adjust. It's larger than life. So, and you know, we talk all about, ooh, stream movies and watch your videos, but on a little screen, it's no fun. You watch a video, a movie on this gorgeous high definition screen, it's an experience. It's like home theater. So that's the difference here, is you're getting a beautiful high quality, high definition screen. You're getting the speed, you're getting the latest AMD processor. Aaron's gonna talk more about this new processor. It's a very exciting processor. So this has all the features. It's loaded up with everything. And so that's why you're not, you know, sometimes we nickel and dime ourselves. We're like, well, like if I don't do this and I don't get a touch screen, if I go with the smaller screen, you know, you can buy a computer for $300, $400, $500, but then you end up leaving some things out. And then you get it home and you're not as happy with it. And it's really funny because I don't know about you guys, these days, I spend hours a day on my computer. I spend more time with my computer than anything else, than any other person. When you think about it, we are all on our computers all the time now because we're home. And so get a good one. That's what I want to tell you. Get a good one. Buy the best you can afford, especially when it comes, we can skimp on other things, right? You can buy what, generic toilet paper, whatever. But when it comes to a computer, you really want to buy the very best you can afford because you're going to have this for many years. This is a decision you're making today, but you are going to use this for years and years and years to come. So if you can do it, by all means, get our top of the line. I mean, this when we break it down, the fastest, the biggest, the largest screen, I really do love it. Tell me a little bit about this new Ryzen processor, Aaron.
Oh, I'd love to. In fact, we have a video that we're going to show you that kind of goes over all of the features. It mentions the Ryzen a little, and then I'll go into it. There's even another video that we'll show you there. The Ryzen processor, the quick numbers, it's 85% better graphics. It's 60% better multitasking and productivity, and it's 35% faster overall.
Wow.
So pretty big numbers. Just to position AMD for a minute, you know, AMD is used in control so many aspects of things that we see and use every day and we don't even know. So like if you're in the Boeing Dreamliner, know that the pilots are using AMD processors to help navigate all of their graphics come across AMD. When you go to New York Times Square and you see all those incredible billboards, AMD is powering those. If you play games on an Xbox or a PlayStation, you guessed it, it's AMD technology that's doing it. It's the only company in the world that engineers both central processors and graphics processors. That's why you'll hear me say over and over through the course of this presentation, graphics and gaming are so superior with AMD. It's because they kind of corner the market. They make not only the brain of the computer, but they make the visual processing part of the computer as well. So they're able to do a much better job with video and with gaming than many of their competitors are able to do. Now, there's all different levels, and those are those numbers I mentioned to you a minute ago. 85 to other best-in-class processors, 85% better graphics performance. Colleen, imagine it, you know, if your dishwasher was 85%. Right. Imagine if your dishwasher was 30% better or 30% faster, right?
Seriously.
You'd pay whatever it took. You would change your dishwasher today.
Exactly.
Now think about this. Your computer you use, gosh, especially now, like you said, you know, I'm on my computer more than I'm with probably any human person right now, for better or worse. I'm doing my work this way. I'm being entertained this way. I'm staying in touch. I'm certainly reading the news a lot and seeing what's going on in the world. Don't you deserve to have one that's 85% better? Productivity, maybe you're working from home. I know a lot of you are picking up the version of this with Microsoft Office, 60% better productivity. It's a big difference. It's not, you know, we're not talking about a 3% difference or a 8% difference. We're talking about really a felt huge difference from the minute you turn the computer on. Overall, 34% better performance. So yeah, that's exciting. A lot. And then all of the other little extras. After Colleen updates you guys, I'm going to give you a tour of the computer and show you the extras like not only solid state drive, which I'll talk a lot more about, but an optical drive. Here, to just give you a quick little preview of that. Optical drive built in, CD, DVD burner built in, backlit keys, high definition webcam. If you can think of it, it's in here.
It has everything. I'm so happy for anybody lucky enough to be able to get this computer today. If you do want the rose gold with Office, 300 lucky people can order that, and it's gone. It's out of here. Rose gold and copper will be the first to disappear. Copper is an exclusive color. Rose gold, that is a true rosy gold, and it is beautiful. It's perfect. So if you love rose gold, if you want that, you're gonna be looking at this for many years to come, every day for years to come. So pick a color you love, because you're gonna be spending a lot of time with this beautiful computer. And you will be so happy. Trust me when I tell you, you will be so happy you opted for the bigger screen. You'll be so happy you have a touch screen. You'll be so happy you have that backlit keyboard, that you have an optical drive. I mean, you're not leaving anything out. And again, you start taking the touch screen off, $100 would come off the price. You start taking backlit keyboards and optical drives. I mean, you can whittle that price down, but then you don't have those features. And these are features we want. These are features you will love and you will use and you will enjoy, and it makes the whole experience that much better. When you turn it off, you close the lid. It's off. You turn it on, you open it up. It is unbelievably fast, this thing. I mean, if you have an old computer, an old dinosaur, and you're waiting on it, and it's hourglassing, watch how fast this turns on. You ready? Boom, on. That's it. Boom, no waiting, no, like my computer at home, my old computer, I push it, it's like, I think it's dead. It's like, it's a battery dead, what's happening? And then you can kind of start hearing it sort of wake up, and finally the screen goes from black and you start seeing something happening. Not this one, nope, it's off and it's on, just like that. That is one of the things that sets this apart, that solid state drive, the largest we've ever offered. So we're excited about it because we know it's a wonderful computer. We know it's one that you're going to love using every single day. Again, if you are new to HSN, every one of you is invited to participate. All you do is call us or log on to hsn.com, pick the color you want, decide do you want with or without Office, it's $50 difference. If you want it with Office, it's an extra $50. If you don't need Microsoft Office, then obviously order the one without Office. Right now you're doing one flex pay. It's basically a little around $100, depending on which. If you're doing without Office, I think it's $110. With Office, it's $116. One payment right now, it's it. It's all you're spending. We send it home to you. You get software galore, you get all the features we're discussing with you, and you get a 3-year tech support. That is huge. When you buy electronics today, you want 3 years of tech support, you're gonna pay big time for that. You know, they charge you for that. They don't give that to you for free. I don't care how much. You buy the, multi-$1,000 computers. They're not giving you 3 years of tech support. That is something you have to pay for normally. And even when you buy HP, you have to pay for that. Not today on HSN. We are including 24/7, 365, 3 years of tech support. And that tech support is not like you're calling a store saying, hey, I have a question about my computer. You're not calling some third party. You are calling HP. They have a designated hotline for those of you that are ordering this computer today, with people who are trained on your computer, who are there to answer questions that you may have. So I think that is a big feature for me, because when you buy a computer, you might have a question. Right? There's a chance you're gonna have a question at some point in time. So now what? We're 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 2023. You have a long time to play with it, use it, enjoy it, work, entertainment, all the things we do with our computer today. And more than ever, people are using their computers more than ever. More and more people are working from home. They say even after this whole thing is behind us, more and more people will probably continue to work from home. So this is an important thing. People are learning from home. They're being educated at home. A computer matters. More than ever, the computer you're using at home really does matter, and the choice you make is a choice that you will live with for a while, right? Because you buy a computer, you're gonna have it for a while. This is the one we would love to recommend to you. It's kind of perfect. Again, express ordering if you can. Rose gold getting very limited. Without Office, we're down to the final few dozen. With Microsoft Office, as I said, last we checked, there are only 300. So I know the pink is getting very limited, and the copper is here. I'll double check on what's left in the copper. I know that is an exclusive color. It looks like a shiny penny, doesn't it? The color is so pretty. So that's all you're deciding. Color, whether you want with or without Office, make that first flex pay, take advantage of free shipping and handling, join the thousands of people who have already said yes to our great HP computer today. Okay, Aaron, what else should we talk about? We can talk about this for hours. Frankly, there's so many cool features here.
You made a great point. If you buy the right computer, then you don't have to buy a computer again for a long time.
Right.
You can go buy a cheap computer, and frankly, 6 months from now, you're going to be mad that you did it. But if you buy a high-quality computer, HP is the #1 computer manufacturer in America. So it feels good to kind of walk into the store and go, I'll take the best. Whatever you got, I'll take the best of the best. That's what you're getting. They're the #1 computer manufacturer in America. They're the #1 brand at HSN across all the great health and beauty and fitness and electronics and kitchen. We sell more HP than anything else. So certainly getting a great name. One of the things I want to spend a minute talking about that you can't see, you can look at this and see right away, wow, that's a big screen. That's a really beautiful screen. It's easy for me to show you. It's also a touch screen. You go, oh gosh, wait. My tablet's a touchscreen. I love it. My phone's a touchscreen. I love it. But I have to ask you, when's the last time you watched a movie on your phone? You don't watch movies on your phone because you don't have 17 inches of beautiful cinematic experience. Here you do. One of the things you can't see in here that's so important is the solid state drive. Let me tell you about it, and then we'll show you a little video. So you can see we're live streaming our show right now. I could just as well be live streaming. If I had legal permission, I could be live streaming Netflix or Disney Plus or Hulu or Prime. I could be live streaming whatever I wanted. But we have permission to live stream us. So you see us in duplicate. So here we go. I'm going to close me. Bye. Yeah. Here's what you got to know. Normally, if you're live streaming, you guys know this, and you close your computer, or in my case, my 18-month-old comes over and closes my computer for me. I think, oh, daggone it, it's going to be 3 minutes, until I'm working on that again, until I have it up and running. And not with a solid state drive computer, which is what this is. This is a brand new technology, especially in this size. This is a 512 gigabyte solid state drive. Here's the benefits that you see over here, and then we'll show you the video in a minute. Faster boot up, applications load instantly, better battery life, seamless multitasking, less noise because there's not a fan inside. I'll explain that in a minute, and less chance of overheating. With typical computers, they have a mechanical hard drive. So it's a piece of metal inside your computer where everything is written. This basically is just electrical impulses. So it's lighter, it's quieter, it's faster. As I said, faster boot up. Applications load more quickly. Do you know this has about an 8-hour battery life and only weighs around 5 pounds?
Wow.
No moving parts. It's quieter. You know why it's quieter? Because there are no moving parts, there's no friction. Because there's no friction, there's no heat, which means A, it stays cooler to the touch on the bottom, and B, there's no heat, so there doesn't have to be a fan in the computer. That's what you're hearing. When you're hearing your computer kind of purring at you, or maybe growling at you, depending on what it sounds like, that's the fan inside your computer cooling down the hard drive. There's not a hard drive. It's a solid state drive. I love that we just popped this up on the side of your screen. So on the left side of your screen, this tells you this is, first of all, the largest solid state drive we've ever done in any computer at HSN.
Wow.
Most of the solid state drives that we sell, Colleen, 32 or 64 gigabytes.
Amazing.
This is 512 gigs. So it's, anywhere from 10 plus times the size of those, right? With 512 gigs, you can download about 120 hours of high definition video, which is about 250 hours of standard definition video, about 160,000 photos, about 8,000 hours of music, which is about 140,000 songs. Now, the truth is, nowadays, most of us stream a lot. We store a lot of information on the cloud. So we tend to not need hard drives or solid state drives, I should say memory storage, that's quite as large as we used to need. Know that with 512 gigs of solid state memory, you've got all you're ever going to want.
There we go. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited for those of you that are stopping in, because truthfully, if a computer's been on your radar, if it's something you've been thinking about buying, this is the only scheduled 17-inch TS Today's Special from HP for the entire year. If we do another one, it'll be somewhere around fourth quarter, maybe November, December. We do 1 or 2 a year, that's it. This is not something we do very frequently. And the reason we don't is because A, the 17-inch computers are much more expensive to manufacture. You always have to pay more for them because obviously you're getting a lot more. You're getting a bigger screen. You're getting so many extra features in this one. This is the latest AMD processor, the most powerful we have had. This is the biggest, it's the fastest. On top of that, it has the optical drive built in. They're taking that out. not in this computer, you're getting it. I love that. I have my CDs, my DVDs. If you want to burn something, you're able to do that because you have your optical drive built in. It's a touch screen. I would never buy a computer again without a touch screen. We're so used to touching our phones, touching our tablets, and then if you have a computer that doesn't have a touch screen, you intuitively want to touch it, want to make something bigger, smaller. Now you will instantly be able to do that. Make the type bigger. As Aaron said, there's no fine print anymore. You can get up close and personal to any little thing you're looking at, whether it be photographs, a product, whether it be type, script, whatever. So that is another cool feature about this. They thought of everything. It's a backlit keyboard. So if you are using your computer in bed at night and you don't want to disrupt the person next to you by having a light on, you can see what you're doing, in other words. When you're watching TV and it's dim in the room, you can light up your keyboard so you can see what you're doing as you're typing. Incidentally, you also get a mouse included. We don't normally do that. So you get a coordinating mouse also included. Rose gold without Office, guys, very limited. A few more than 100, it looks like about 100-ish. And with Office, what? Okay, we're probably gonna lose the rose gold in this show. There's 230 people that can own the rose gold choice. And in this hour, already hundreds of these have gone out the door. Only 230 left. This will go, so do not hesitate. If you want the rose gold, you probably wanna lock that in now. Make your first payment. If you're doing with Office, it's $116. I love that we've extended that return policy. You're going to get this home and get very familiar with this for 3 months. It's a 3-month, 90-day return policy. So if for whatever reason, come first week in July, you change your mind on this and you want to send it back to us, we will take it back, we will credit your account, no problem, no questions asked. So you can really have peace of mind knowing that you're going to get it home, you can become very familiar with it, use it for months. See, make sure it's exactly what you wanted. If you do change your mind, no problem, send it back to us. We credit you back your FlexPay. It's as simple as that. So FlexPay is awesome because it makes it affordable. Again, it doesn't matter where you shop around. Now we're all, of course, shopping online because the brick and mortar stores are not open right now. But the point is nobody has this deal. You can buy HP in a lot of places because it's the #1 selling brand in the country. Nobody has the deal we are showing you right here and right now. And I have to also mention, if you do want Office with the rose gold, now with everybody ordering, there's a few more than 100 left. So I want to point that out. You need to make the decision pronto on the rose gold. Copper, we still have a few hundred. We're good there. Rose, all of these in the without Office. Blue, there's 5 dozen. Silver, there's 9 dozen. Black, we have 300. Copper, we have 300. So a lot, and rose gold, again, about 100 or so. So whatever choice you'd like to make on this, if there's somebody in the family who's been talking about wanting a new computer, or maybe you can give your old computer to somebody else. Maybe somebody could get great use out of your old computer, and you get yourself a brand new computer. One other thing we have, and it was really funny, Aaron, because my husband, who last year bought a new HP, he loves HP. That's his #1 favorite brand. But he was hesitant to buy the computer because he's like, I've got all my stuff. How am I gonna get all my stuff over to the new computer? I said, Carlos, the Pcmover. And he's like, what is that? So I brought it up on hsn.com and I showed you talking about it. He's like, that is the coolest thing. So guys, if you're thinking, I'd love to buy a new computer, but I've got all my stuff on my old computer, how am I gonna get that transferred over? This is a cinch. Tell people about Pcmover for a second.
I love it. I'm so glad you brought it up. So here's the thing. It's this comes in this box that Colleen was just showing you, and this is what's inside the box. It's this magic little cable. You plug it in to your new computer, into the Ethernet port, and then you plug the other into your old computer, and it not only brings over your files, your movies, your music, your pictures, that kind of stuff, it brings over your programs as well. So if you have Microsoft Office on your old computer and you want to bring it over, if you have editing programs that you've used for years and you love, it brings it all over. It actually checks for viruses first to make sure it doesn't bring them over. And if you want, when you're finished, you see at the bottom, if you read all the way down there, it says transfer service with safe erase. At the very end, it will format your old computer to government standards. So if you're giving your old computer away or you're selling your old computer, you can do that totally safely. The other thing is, only at HSN, it's another exclusive here, you get 3 licenses. So when you get Pcmover home, you can use it 3 different times on 3 different computers. So use it now and then tuck it away and use it with the next couple of computers that you buy over the next couple of years.
Oh, that's awesome. It is really great. And in case that is one of the reasons, if you're hesitating because you're thinking, how am I going to do that? There's no easier way to transfer your info, and you can just ask about Pcmover, order that. That is available. I think we still have a few hundred of those available. Anyway, I'm excited you're calling. Stay on the phone. I would love to say hi to anybody ordering this. In this presentation, closing in almost 600 more just went out the door. That leaves us with a few more than 100 in the rose gold with Office and about the same without Office. So rose gold is definitely the top choice in this presentation. Copper is exclusive to HSN. Copper is really, really sharp, I have to say. I do like the fact that the keyboard here is done in kind of a marble finish. Isn't that pretty? So that's the copper choice if you're thinking about that. And then we also have blue, which is down in front of me here. Maybe I can step around here and kind of show you. So we have the blue. I hope my feet don't get in the shot because I took my shoes off. Oopsies. Okay. So anyway, here's the blue. Aaron's like, he's used to that. All the shoes come off during these presentations. So anyway, there is the blue, and that has a black keyboard. Very nice. I love that. Actually, is a really pretty blue color. The black is gorgeous. The black is sharp. You have to see this. Look, it's like a baby grand piano. Ooh, it's pretty. I don't know how many of these we have left. Probably not a lot in the black, but look at, and it has almost like an aurora borealis, like the northern lights. How pretty is that? And look at the mouse. And then, are you ready for this? Big reveal here. Look at the inside of the keyboard. Oh my gosh, is that beautiful or what? This is incredible. I've never seen anything like that before. So that is the black. I'll find out 300 people can own this in the black if you want it without the Office. And again, it's really nice. The black looks like a million, but that looks like a custom made. Looks like you literally had that custom made for you. So that's the black. Classic silver that also has the black keyboard. So they all have black keyboards except the copper has the marble and the black has that really beautiful kind of aurora borealis, northern lights, kind of, I've heard you call it an oil slick, that fun kind of a rainbowy effect. It's really cool, I have to say. So that's the choice you make. Pick your color that you like. Get that new computer. You know, we're home. We're using our computers more than ever. Don't you think, aren't we lucky? I mean, aren't we fortunate because we all are staying home, and it's so nice to have access to the world. I mean, you have access to everything on your brand new computer, and this one is faster. It's more fun to use. It's a bigger screen, so when you are, whatever you're doing, it just enriches the whole experience. Whether you're gaming or Facebooking or Instagram or TikTok or whatever you like to do, it's going to make the whole experience so much more fun. And the key to this, Aaron, is that really for $699 for what you're getting when you break this down, you are getting a lot of computer here. I mean, and we've worked together for so many years. I love working with you, but I have to be honest, honestly, this is not a value that I have seen before. I mean, I think this is one of the biggest values we've ever done. I mean, just the computer alone, guys, we're looking at $861 just to get the computer with the tech support. And then you get all the other stuff included, all the extras. We're rolling in here at $1,100, $1,144.02. So that's why we know it's a fantastic value. It really is. And I think that tech support means a lot, because when you buy a computer, nobody gives you for free 3 years of tech support. I've never seen that except on HSN. How about you, Aaron?
No, we do something very extraordinary on this computer. And to Colleen's point, we've never put all, we've done these things individually. Like we've had a Ryzen processor maybe once a year. The Ryzen we have very infrequently. We have occasionally had 3 years of tech support. We have, I think, actually I don't know that we've ever done a Ryzen computer with 8 gigabytes of RAM, but the point is we've put it all together plus the mouse. And to Colleen's point, here's the thing about computers. You either love to use your computer because you've got a great computer, or you dread going to use your computer because it's slow, right? You know exactly what I mean.
So right.
It's one or the other. You're either like, oh man, I gotta go turn that daggone computer on. It's gonna take it 5 minutes for it to turn on, and then it's gonna wait, and the internet's gonna be slow, et cetera, et cetera. So you either love your computer, or you can't stand using it. And you know which it is for you. And if you haven't had a computer in the last couple of years and you don't have a big enough screen and it's not touchscreen, remember, the computer is the central hub of your electronics household. You plug your tablet into your computer, right? You plug your smartphone into your computer. You update all of your other devices with your computer. So your computer's got to be great. Take advantage today of the #1 computer manufacturer in America, the best processor that AMD makes and that we have ever sold, the Ryzen 3 processor. That is their top tier. There's the A4, there's the Athlon, and then there's the Ryzen. Ryzen is the best of the best of the best. One little pro tip I want to give you, if you don't mind. When you get your mouse home, and by the way, did you guys notice on the copper, I just think this is really great styling. The copper computer has a mouse that looks like marble.
It does.
Because its keypad looks like marble. I just think that's so smart. They did such a beautiful job with that. Anyway, that's just kind of a little side take on the, yeah, isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
It's just all the colors are great, but that's so well done. When you get your computer home, it'll come in a box, obviously. Inside that box, there's a bag that has the mouse and a dongle. Not everybody knows what this is, so let me show you, because this is a wireless mouse. You need this dongle, and there will be a single AAA battery too. You have to put the battery into the mouse. It's about an 18-month battery. It's just a regular AAA battery, but you don't have to replace it very often at all because the mouse doesn't use a lot of power. So here's what you do. You take the dongle, and you put it into the computer, okay? So it goes into the computer, right into one of the USB ports. And then your mouse will be connected and you'll be able to use it with your computer. Don't throw it away. I don't, you know, sometimes we get the computer out and we get excited and the box is in the garbage can first thing we know. A lot of people do that on accident. So I'm giving everybody kind of a heads up here on
tip.
this.
That's a very good tip. You don't want to throw away your mouse. You know what I was going to mention? We are streaming this presentation live on HSN's Facebook, and anybody who would love to ask a question, Aaron would be happy to help answer any questions you might have. So please feel free to join us. Actually, somebody's asking Aaron right out of the gate here. Lisa wants to know, can she Zoom on this computer?
Yes, 100%. You can do, and I'll just give you, so the answer is yes. In fact, tomorrow at noon, I'll be Zooming on this computer with my mom and with Lori, Dana, Donna, Carrie, and Mark, my 5 brothers and sisters, and then with my 20 nieces. And we're all going to be on a Zoom call tomorrow at noon. I'm so excited. So yes, you can Zoom, but anything that you've heard of doing on a computer, you can do on this computer. What I mean by that, it's a full internet browser.
Sherry wants to know, can you expand the memory if you need to down the road?
Yes, you absolutely can. This is the largest storage memory we've ever done on a solid state drive computer. It's 512 gigs. But look, Sherry, there's a couple of ways to do it. What most people would do is just use, that's an full SD card slot. So you could pop in an SD card, 128 gigs, 256 gigs, whatever you want. What most people do nowadays, though, if they want to expand the storage memory, they just use online cloud storage. It's such an easy thing to do. You actually get, if you're picking up the Microsoft Office 365, the version of this computer with Office, you actually get a full terabyte of cloud storage for a year with that as well. And these are just some numbers over here. On this computer, with the 512 gigs of storage, you get 120, that's about 120 hours of high definition video, about double that, about 250 hours of standard def video storage on your computer. You can store about 160,000 photos. That's a lot of photos. I had a new baby this year, and I've taken about 3,000 photos. So it would take me a little over 50 years. When he's in his 50s, I'll worry about whether or not I've filled this up or not. True story. I just looked at my phone the other day.
Hey, Aaron, that's so much. By the way, Aaron's little boy, Max, he's the cutest little thing. He's just a doll. He's a doll face. I want another question for you from Karen. She wants to know, will this support multiple screens? Like, for example, she wants to know, can she plug in a second monitor to this?
Fabulous question. Really smart question, Karen. The way so people do that in 2 different ways. We say plug in now. We say plug in because we're used to saying plug in. A lot of people do it wirelessly. You can do it wirelessly if you have the equipment to do that. The computer certainly supports it, and the computer is Bluetooth, so you can use a Bluetooth connection or those ports from left to right. The one on the furthest left is the Ethernet port. That's the one you use if you're picking up Pcmover to move your files. The next port next to that is an HDMI port, and that's the port Karen's looking for probably. That's the port most of us use to plug our second screen in. And then the next 2 ports are 2 USB ports, and then actually that fifth little hole there is a place to pop in your earbuds if you're not using Bluetooth earbuds. If you're using Bluetooth earbuds, of course, Bluetooth is built into the system.
Excellent. And by the way, congratulations. Oh my gosh, Suzanne's excited. She just bought the rose gold. Okay, here's another one for you, Aaron. Lynn is asking how long, so if you buy the choice that has Office 365, which most people are, by the way, how long does that Microsoft Office 365 last? Is it for a year?
Fabulous question. It lasts for a year. Let me just, if I may, just expand on that a little bit. It lasts for a year, but it can last longer. I'll explain. Okay. So when you get Microsoft Office 365, you get Microsoft Word, Excel, so Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Access, Outlook, and Publisher. You get it across 3 different devices, but actually at the end of April, that's changing. So it's just going to go across, it will never cost anymore. It's going to go across all of your devices. So it's really cool. It's about to go from being something called Office 365 to being called Microsoft 365. That's a very recent update. Anyway, at the end of the year, if you want to continue it, you can pay to continue it. You just pay a subscription to continue it. If you go, I didn't use it as much as I thought, I don't want to use it anymore, I want to be really clear about this. Everything that you've created, all the documents, the PowerPoint presentations, et cetera, they'll all still be available to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like those disappear. You just won't have the tools, to edit them anymore. But you'll still, all those documents that you create, it's not like Microsoft just pulls the rug out from under you on day 366.
I love it. Hey, Aaron wants to know, Jermaine wants to know, Aaron, do the keys light up? Oh,
they do. Can I show you?
Please.
Okay, so F5 is your friend, Jermaine. You press F5, and that's, again, a good question. It's very infrequent, frankly, that you find a computer under $1,000. Yeah, you can see it there, right? That has backlit keys. Not only do they light up in 3 different temperatures. So they have off, half on, and all the way on. Actually, it's off. That's off. I press on once, and they're all the way on. If you want to dim them a little bit from there.
Cool.
You can just press F5 again, or you can turn them off entirely. Pretty fancy stuff on the 3 different dimming levels there, huh?
I love it. Thank you. Okay, Nicholas wants to know, let's see here. He wants to know about graphics. How is this? Tell us a little bit about the graphics.
I'd love to. Actually, is it okay if I expand on this a little bit?
Yeah, please, because we have a couple questions like that. Also, James wants to know, he has DJ software that he wants to be able to use with this. So yeah, we're getting a lot of questions about software graphics, so let us know what we can expect with that.
We're going to show you 2 videos, and I'm going to talk about graphics for a minute. We're going to show you the video that's the Ryzen processor video. It talks about AMD and talks about the Ryzen processor. And then we're going to show you a video about something called the accelerated processing unit, because these all have to do with the graphics.
Okay.
This is the best graphics today special, the best computer graphics today special I've ever sold.
Wow.
So that's just to be very clear about it. This Ryzen processor powers the graphics. I should say the AMD processors power the graphics in the Boeing Dreamliner, power the graphics that you see when you walk into Times Square. That's what we're showing you right now. What they are known for is gaming and graphics. You know, the Xbox. You're familiar with the Xbox or the PlayStation, Arlene? AMD processors run the graphics in those devices.
No kidding. That's awesome.
So in the AMD line, it starts with the A4, then it goes to Athlon, and then it goes to Ryzen. This is their Ryzen line, their top-of-the-line processor. So and it has the Radeon Vega. You just saw it said Radeon Vega graphics card built inside. Now, if you guys are falling asleep on me, then tell me to shut up, and I will.
Well, you know what's funny? We have had a lot of people asking about this. I'm glad you're expounding on it, because a lot of people were curious about gaming and using different types of, graphic applications. So I'm so excited to know that this is the most advanced we've offered in a computer.
There's one more little part to it, and that is most computers have a central processor and a graphics processor. They're 2 different things, okay? And it's 3 to 4 processes to go from thinking about something to getting it on the screen. That's not what's in this computer. It's an accelerated processing unit where they interlace and create into one unit the central processor and the graphics processor. So they take out those 2 or 3 middle steps, which is why the video and the graphics on this are excellent. again, they're the only company that manufactures central processors and graphics processors. You get better energy efficiency, you get extended battery life, about an 8-hour battery life on this, and most importantly, you get extraordinary visuals and extraordinary graphics and gaming.
I love it. Okay, Mary wants to know, she's saying, can I not copy a disk anymore? She can copy a disk, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Look, Mary, this with probably 90%. Maybe 95% of computers out there that have a solid state drive in them, you're not going to have an optical drive. It's really uncommon. But this one does. This computer is very rare. It's a rare bird in that. So this is not just an optical player. This is a burner as well. So you can burn or copy any disk, whether it's a video, audio, data. You can burn, you can play, you can copy, you can do all of those things with any disk on this full optical drive.
Hey, Aaron, Elizabeth wants to know, can I edit videos with Adobe Premiere Pro?
100% yes.
Great. Hear that, Elizabeth? You get a 100% yes out of that. People are loving this. I am very excited. Nancy just ordered the silver one. They're going quickly, so if you'd like to do it. Joy is asking, because we're talking about, you know, all these new features. This is the first time, because she wants to know when this laptop debuted. I don't believe we've offered this one before, have we?
Yeah, no, certainly not as a today's special.
Right.
I don't think we have ever offered this laptop in this. I think we've offered a 15-inch size, a very similar laptop in a 15-inch size, but with this, the most RAM, the largest hard drive, and the Ryzen 3 processor with mouse, we've never done it before.
No, so this is this year. This is the latest. This is not like a last year's model. This is the latest and greatest. So
in fact,
go ahead.
Well, this is really kind of shop talk, but the truth is we had really hoped to have it a few weeks ago, but with the difficulties having gone on in the world, it was really tough. They weren't even in the United States. Shipping
times are taking longer.
Is the truth, yes.
Aaron, a couple people are asking about the Fire Stick. A couple people have asked us, can they use the Fire Stick we talked about last hour with this computer or no? Does it work with a computer?
That's a great question. No, the Fire Stick has to go into your television.
Okay. I thought so.
It goes into the HDMI port on, it's a very good question. It goes into the HDMI port on your TV.
All right, Diane, this is a cute question. Diane says she bought her HP 12 years ago, and she's wondering if she should buy a new one. And I love that question because I love that her computer lasted 12 years and she's still liking it. But if you do splurge and get a new computer, it's a whole new day, Diane, right? When you compare a computer from an HP from 12 years ago to this brand spanking new computer today. Wouldn't you say, Aaron?
The biggest complaint, Colleen, that I get, because I sell HP printers and HP computers, the number one complaint is it won't die. It just won't die. So I feel like I can't buy another one because it's still kicking. There's nothing wrong with it. But the truth is, especially in a computer, there is something wrong with it. It's only in that it's not going to be. If it's more than 5 or 6 years old, it cannot handle the things that are available today in terms of the internet speeds and all of those kind of things. So if you're able to, if you're ready to do the splurge, yeah, you should upgrade.
Go for it, Diane. By the way, Teresa just splurged. She went for it. Teresa said she bought the copper. She's very excited. Good for you, Teresa. Thank you so much. We love your questions. Let's see here. We have, I mean, this is great. Somebody wants to know, Maureen is asking us, can you play what's here on your television? Will it cast to your TV?
Oh, that's a great question. So if depending on what kind of television you have, I would use Google Chromecast. The answer is yes. This is Bluetooth. So if you have Bluetooth here and you have Bluetooth on your television, you have a relatively new television, you'll be able to use a device to do that. And most people would do that using Chromecast probably. So you can do it either wirelessly or you can use the very, very simple way to do it is just take an HDMI cable, the regular old HDMI cable that you use now to plug in your cable or to plug in your dish or whatever, and you plug right here, you plug the HDMI cable into here, and then you plug the other end into your TV, and it sends all of your high definition video and audio in high definition, video and audio with just one cable.
Yep. That's excellent. You guys, I'm going to give you an update. There's more really good questions here, so we're going to try to get to as many of those as we can. I do want to let you know that this is probably your last chance to see the Rose Gold with Office. We have fewer than 100 left. So if you want the Rose Gold with Office, more than 1,000 people have ordered it in this presentation, have ordered our today's special in this presentation, and with fewer than 100 left here, this is your time to take action and get that rose gold if you have your eye on the rose gold. That's the most popular choice in the hour, along with the copper. These have both been hugely popular. So if you'd like to pick up rose gold, it's still here, or copper, that's with or without Office. Remember, the Office is an extra $50. You'd pay more for that normally. The Office is an extra $50, and the Office is a 1-year subscription. That's the way Microsoft Office works. Every year you have to resubscribe to it, but for the first year, it will be included for that extra $50. I hope that makes sense. So I hope you're ordering the rose gold now, because I do anticipate this will be your last chance if you want Office. The blue, by the way, without Office, there's about 2 dozen left. Silver, there's a couple dozen left. The without is also very popular. So it's completely up to you whether you think you're going to use the Office or not. Let's see here. Bruce is telling us that he bought the black one. All right, Bruce. Now here's what Bruce is mentioning, and I would like for you to touch on this one more time for us, Aaron. So Bruce is mentioning, so when he bought it, he said he bought Pcmover last year for a previous computer, and it only had one, you could only use it once. But what I want to share with Bruce and everybody else, this is different this time. This is Pcmover that, because originally you could only use it one time, right? But
Correct.
now you can actually use it. It's 3 licenses. So Bruce and everybody else listening, if you do pick up the Pcmover, it will work for 3 different computers this time. And that wasn't always the case, right?
And that's something that's exclusive at HSN. So if you buy it anywhere else, it's once, but here you get to use it 3 times. And Bruce, I would just double check the one that you bought last year. We might have sold a couple that were 1 licenses, but most have been 3 licenses. So just double check. Okay. Just double check your item. But yes, the one we're selling today for sure, you can use 3 times on 3 different computers.
Aaron, Karen wants to know, we're talking about upgrading it. Could she possibly down the road upgrade this to a terabyte if she needed to? Oh, you can. Yes, you could. You could do it in a couple different ways. You could add memory with a USB stick, or you could add memory with an SD card. So there's an SD card slot and there's a USB slot. So you can add removable memory in that way. You wouldn't add like component memory inside. But I'll also just remind everyone, more likely than ever filling up the drive here, what everyone does now is they just use cloud storage. Right. And the reason that's preferable, you like to have some things stored locally, I totally get it. But if you need more than 500 gigs of storage, then you're storing a ton of stuff, almost certainly some of that is for professional use. And if you store that in cloud storage, it's available to you across all of the devices you use. So it's also available on your tablet, it's also available on your phone, it's also available on your work computer and your home computer. So that, while the answer is yes, you can expand it, the truth is it's very unlikely that you would need to. There are just better solutions to do it more easily. There we go. Okay, 50 left if you want rose gold with Office. 50 people can own this choice if you're thinking about it. Blue, if you want Office in that beautiful blue, 75 people can own it. That's it. So just giving you a heads up on what's going on here. The black, by the way, is a stunning black. It's like that beautiful baby grand piano with that gorgeous kind of fun Aurora Borealis metallic-y reflective logo on the front and inside keyboard that looks really cool. So just keeping you posted on that. We're getting some really great questions here. Aaron, Sarah is asking you, she says, does the APU take the place of a quad-core processor in this computer? Sarah, both are inside. So this is the Ryzen quad-core processor inside, but this is very technical, but that quad-core processor is interlaced with the Radeon Vega graphics processor to make 1 unit, which they call an accelerated processing unit. So yes, this is quad-core, but yes, it is also an accelerated processing unit. I love it. Okay, Mohammed is asking us, he says, greetings, hope we're staying safe, and we are. We hope the same for you, Mohammed. He's asking if the mouse is magnetic, Aaron. No, not to my knowledge. You know what, he probably thinks that because they kind of glued it. Smart question. That's a great question. That was a good question because in the demo, it looks like it is magnetically sticking to the, they actually just glued those down for display purposes, but it's not a magnetic mouse. Good question though. That's so funny. Let's see. Denise is asking, do we need a signature on delivery? We'll have to find that out. Pat, can you help me find that out? I don't believe you do, but I do not know for sure if you need a signature on delivery for this. I'm trying to remember, because I've had obviously computers delivered from HSN. I don't recall if they required a signature or not, but we're gonna look into that and we'll try to find that out for you, Sarah. Really fun questions here, you guys. Aaron, we have only a couple minutes left. Can you give me a quick, like, just 411 final 60 seconds to take us through all the cool features? I'm so excited people are ordering it. You're getting a great computer. That's the most important thing. You're picking one of the very best we've ever sold. So Go ahead.
Maybe I'll very quickly mention the bonus buy as well, since so many of you are picking this up. You do want to protect your computer. We have Viper antivirus, which it's antivirus, obviously anti-spyware, anti-malware, anti-ransomware, and it